Hi, I'm Dan Hansen. These are my Spring 2013 Introductions Part 2. Disciple of David is a consistent double that I got from Cindy's Compulsion and Frankenflower, which both show doubling once in a while. And luckily I got a consistent double. This is a petaloid stamen double. It doubles 95% of the time, and it's fertile both ways. It's got a complex eye of blue lavender and surrounded by an edge of cerise. And what the color you see looking at it is a green cast through this whole bloom, and a lot of people remark on that. It's early, it's a large flower, 6 inches. Irish eyes. It's flat, round, sunshine yellow, thin red band and border, golden yellow, thick, fancy border. It's fertile both ways. It's 5.5 inches as it sits. Its height is 22 inches. The surface is slightly creped. The center is green in color and projects outward. Sometimes a little bit less as far as color on the daylily brings intrigue and incitement to it. This is a consistently good performer in my garden. It came from hip-hop music, which has a lot of teeth, so there's a lot of promise in this line. Ladybug, Sunny's Eyes, 6.5 inch flower, 26 inches tall. It's the bluest eye I've introduced to date, and the good part is it's got a clean petal color. The eye is complex of Irish blue and cerise eyeliner surrounding the eye, and a violet mascara veins radially coming out. Green center to yellow throat. Comes from red eye breeding of mighty Hercules, but I found that by taking blue eyes into red eyes, I get bluer eyes. Fertile both ways, and the kids are coming out with even cleaner petal colors, even rounder, more fancy, and even blue. Lanessa is a 6-inch flower, 27 inches in height. It is the most consistent, fancy edged, no eye daily that I've introduced to date. It's a cream white petal with a strong ginger border and thick yellow edge. It's fertile both ways. And in the breeding you can definitely see that it has, I use sugar pops to get this flower. Certainly one of the most finished things that I've done, and a favorite all season long in my garden. The blunt sepals really add to the polish on this flower and almost gives it a look of being a bitone. Newfound Glory. This is a 5-inch flower, 24 inches tall. Its color is buff yellow. It's a self. Its form is between round and narrow. I call them a tweener, but it's remarkable in the sculpted field where it's actual, could be a crispate or pleated or both. Here we can see the cristation where actual growth in the throat, not necessarily the midrib, are extended way out. It's not very consistent. Every bloom is different almost every day, but it opens well in cool temperatures and it's fertile both ways. The parentage is from It's a Beautiful Day, which goes back to Kurt Hansen's Fad Gadget. Parallelism. The 7-inch flower on 30-inch scapes is a consistent relief sculptor in a narrow form. I don't believe there's another daylily in the market with this. It's apricot pink in color with a yellow throat and a green center. It's very, very early, very fertile, and like all my daylilies, it's a heavy rebloomer. Parentage is unknown. Straight shooter, 5-inch flower, 28 inches tall. So in the sculpted form, it's pleated throat. The center is green to yellow. It's a red-violet color that opens well in cool nights, and what I like about it is it opens the throat, so whatever you have going on in there you can see. This flower has a watermark. It's out of pursed lips and absolute ripper, and so I expect to see teeth coming out of this line very shortly. Swimming deep. This large 6.5-inch flower that stands 24 inches tall is relief sculpted. It's red-violet, and it has a triangular yellow throat that shows off the ribbing nicely. The edge is thick yellow, and the parentage is Scarface crossed into Knucklehead, which again has some teeth breeding in it, so this has got some interest. And as we zoom across here and look at these flowers, you can see how consistent the rich color is in the edge, and because the ribbing comes onto the yellow, the light color helps you to see how deep the gouging is, how deeply carved. Vampire lipstick, another fun flower. It's a large flower. It's 6.5 inches across. It's on a 28-inch scape. It's hot pink in color. It slightly recurves, which helps it to open flat on cool mornings. Its distinguishing feature is that it has white triangular teeth on all segments. The chartreuse throat glows and helps make this daylily. It's almost an edge no eye, and it's almost a bicolor. It's out of Bite Your Tongue breeding. Thank you, Mary Alice, for the name. It's a great name. Wicked Messenger, 5.5-inch flower, 30 inches tall, plus 25 bud count. Great plant. It's got vanilla petaloids, and this is what makes this different. It's a clean petal color with a complex eye of lavender, cerise, and blue, and a matching triple edge. The breeding is out of Buzz Lightyear and Blue-Eyed Blonde, and it's fertile both ways. You'll Find Love, a very large 6.5-inch flower on a 30-inch scape. This large purple is trimmed in a wide white edge and has a large triangular yellow center. The sepals recurve. It's fertile both ways. It's out of Robin Lee and Billy Goat. The purple color and the startling pure white edge is what makes this daylily. The color purple is pretty rare in daylilies, and the clear white edge is also equally as rare. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at my daylilies. I hope someday that you have the time to come to the garden and join in the daylily party.